Alright, this is going to be a smoked brisket. So I figured I'd put this on here and let you guys take a look at it. I know people into this stuff. Brisket is real good. This is how I do it. Everybody's got their own way, but I figured I'd put this on here. You guys can take a look, and if you like it, give it a try. Here's a bowl with some seasonings in it. I've got granulated garlic in there, granulated onion. There's kosher salt in there. There's paprika in there. And there's chili powder in there. And then over here, I've got a little container, a grinder. It's got some whole coriander. Some coriander peppercorns in there, or coriander seeds. Some black peppercorn seeds. There's some celery seeds in there. And what we're going to do is get that. We'll get this ground up, I guess is the right term. Add some into here. You don't have to put it all. Alright. Then we're going to mix that up, and we're going to use that as the rub for the, mix it up real good, and we're going to use that as the rub for the brisket. Alright. Alright, so there it is. I'll be right back. Alright, this is the grill we're going to be using. You can see it's an offset smoker, just a simple offset smoker you can get. Char Grill brand at Lowe's. I think that's where I got it from. I do mine. I'm going to be using wood. I got some different wood over here. I got some hickory stuff, mini logs, barbecue logs. I also use this vertical smoker over here. Depending on how I'm going to do it, the way I'm going to do this one today is going to require the barrel smoker. But what I like to do is start out with charcoal. I'm going to burn these. I'm going to burn them until they're almost close to ash, and then I'm just going to use that to get my wood going, get the wood going good, and then I'm going to get my meat on. All right. All right. So we got the fire going. We're going to let that burn, like I said, really well. It's going to burn all the way down to it's halfway to ash or better, and then it'll be good enough to, of course, to burn all the fluid off, to burn all the chemicals out of the charcoal briquettes, and then we'll put our wood on and get that going. Okay, so we got a good fire going in the firebox. That's about what we want. The temperature here on the thermometer inside says 150. We're gonna get that up and keep it up to around 200, between 200 and 250 during the smoking process. But this is open right now, this door, and that's one of the reasons it's low. This fire is kicking. Close this is going to heat up fast. In fact, it's going to heat up too much because of the amount of wood that's in there. But we'll control that with the dampers. All right, let's get the meat out here. Give me 1 second. All right, we got the meat ready, so we're going to get it on the grill. As you can see, we already got our water on there that I was telling you about earlier. That's going to keep it moist, help keep things moist. All right, just going to take this, throw it right there. Over a little bit. Make sure it's comfortable. Looks comfortable to me. And that's what we're going to do right now. All right. Alright, so here we go. This is the brisket. It's been on about 3 hours. Normally this was a 7-hour brisket. If I was going to dry cook it, I would cook it for about 2 hours per pound, which would be 14 hours. It's only been on for 3 hours, 7 pounds. You can see we got a little bit of fire going still. Not a whole lot, but it's good enough to do what we've done so far. But this is what we're going to do now.
Chris used to
We're gonna get pan.
Dude, Tresemme carrots and smooth.
Yeah, always taking the front.
Brisket gonna go in the pan now.
I really don't think anybody could have done anything to stop him once he made his mind up.
Got some red wine. Not much. We're gonna put a little bit of red wine in there. Not a whole lot. You don't need to pour it over the brisket, just in the pot, in the pan. And then we got this is a 48 ounce can of beef broth. We're gonna pour that in there. Alright, so obviously still got quite a bit left. Won't need the whole 48 ounces. But I don't submerge it, but you need about halfway up. We're going to cover it with aluminum foil. Put it back on the grill. This extra broth, I'm just going to put in our water right here for the moisture. We don't want to waste it, so we'll use that instead of water. We're going to close this back down. And then what we're going to do is, we've been operating at about, like I told you, now we're down to 150. But that's just because I had the hood open. We've been doing at about 225 is what we've been doing. We're going to open this. I'm going to put some more wood on there. And what we're going to do is, get this thing real hot now. We're going to fire it up all the way to about 350, 375 even. And we're going to do that for about 2 hours. Get this thing right. And you're going to see it's going to be perfect. So now you can see we got a whole lot more wood on there. This is going to fire up. We're going to give it a second. It's a lot more wood than we were using just to regularly smoke it. This is going to get it up. It's going to burn once we get this fire going real good. This is going to burn real hot. It's going to get that temperature inside the barrel up to more like a baking temperature almost. Something almost you would have in the oven. It's going to be 350, 400 is what we're looking for. Alright, so that's where we're at right now. Alright, so we got the brisket off the grill after it's done. This should be the finished product. Let's see what it looks like. There you can see it. Alright, so now this has been on for in the juice for about 3 hours. We smoked it earlier. I showed you for 3 hours. Now we're having the juice for 3 hours. And we'll see what it looks like. I'm going to cut this. The grain is going this way on this meat. So I'm going to cut it across the grain. We're going to see what it looks like. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's a good piece of brisket right there. Some of it's just falling apart. As you can see, get some thin slices on that. Get some of that bark on there. Look at that. That piece right there. Got that bark on there. Nice thin slice. Ooh, look at that. It's hard to even slice. And this is, believe me, this is a sharp knife. This is it's an expensive ass knife. I think I paid $150, $160 for this knife. It's sharpened up, but look at that. So look what we got. That's something special. That's a piece of brisket right here. And then you got Now I got some macaroni and cheese going. Not gonna worry you about that. I got some gravy for that. Not gonna worry you about that either. But I will tell you this: got a piece of brisket, a little juice. That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.